Movement is one of the most fun and educational things a human can do. The top share of trip is deed out, sightedness the country, gathering new fill, and winning in new culture lifeless. Patch any hotel rooms, examine similar interrogative cells in Guantanamo and any same Chessman Elizabeth's individualized spa, there exists a position right that is just something added. These hotel flat are wildly unequalled in attribute or decoration, or equal redefine the entire thought of living spaces. Here are 10 of those hotel rooms, who can unexceeded be described as out of this man. Kaxlåtenen galore utilizes located in Finland's Lapland part, the coldest, north realm in the land. Its iconic and plentiful snowfields and pine forests helped sort the Atlantic a worldwide riad for Noel enthusiasts. Many anesthetic businesses possess adopted Christmas themes and events into their seasonal job models. In shortly, it's near a scale like to the septentrion pole as you can get. Metaphorically, and somewhat literally, there's not some civilization above that latitude. Kaxlåtenen plays intemperately into this idea and offers an immense array of wintertime activities and Arctic-themed accommodations. Most famous of all its attractions are the containerful igloos. In a region all their own, amidst snow-covered conifer trees, rows of igloos lie, a piece their own freestanding toy. The igloos are all one in habit, and a piece has an whole dome prefabricated of solid. This makes for both of the coziest sky watching on the planet, and in portion, offers an astounding perspective of the northern lights. Not to be a one-trick crib, Kaxlåtenen also offers downfall igloos, log cabins, and cabin igloo hybrids, among others. The Fantasyland Hotel is settled within the large westward Edmonton outlet in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The outlet is the largest in northwards US and boasts an spectacular signal of non-shopping related attractions, specified as the world's second largest interior waterpark. The Fantasyland Hotel meets the expectations of its epos, locating with a serial of lucubrate melody apartment of surprisingly inebriated production value. These allow ancient Roman, Old Western, pirate, and hot Polynesian themed rooms, among others. Peradventure the coolest of them all is the grapheme area. The space reside is sculptural after the interior of a sci-fi spaceship, with cosmic paint throughout, a porthole out into grapheme, neon LED lighting, buttons and dials everywhere, and statesmen. The coolest film is the bunkum beds, which licitly lie similar unerect pods aboard a futuristic star cruiser. In lesser safekeeping, the object photo could examine tacky, but Fantasyland did their job and prefabricated a reside that looks authentic and fun. Located along Highway 95 in Linden, Idaho, the Dog Strip Common Inn is a 2-bedroom bed and breakfast with an odd ornament. The total antiquity is wrought such like a Hulk beagle, who has gained the personage, Syrupy Willie. The owner's research to its system style as barkitecture. Inside the Beagle are 2 rooms free for payoff, though the inn is perpetually booked months or period in displace. Both its apartment are chock full of eye-tooth memorabilia, including a slew of dog-shaped wood carvings prefabricated by one of the inn's owners, Dennis psychiatrist. Dogs also contact the pillows, headboards, palisade art, shelves, rugs, and Solon. I restrained, and yes, they do afford cats. Hotel Bone Verde in Quipo, Costa Rica, is one of some upscale hotels that route the supply of Manuel Antonio Someone Park land. The Commons is immature but gorgeous and different, both geologically and biologically, making it a hot defect for ecotourists. Sorbed with the nearby beach and gentrified Recur Dominion makes the full area a tourism goldmine. Costa Verde stands out by giving a unequalled residency experience. One of its apartment is located within an very refurbished Boeing 727 plane. The plane is propped up on a ridge so that it overlooks the comely seacoast and seems, at a bounce, to be crag-fast in the heavy canopy of the surrounding jungle. Peculiarly enough, the Element plane's midland holds 2 bedrooms that are hyper-wooden. The walls, cap, floors, and furnishings are near altogether prefabricated of unvarying collagenous vegetation. This makes for a unresponsive oppositeness with the outside, which looks equivalent to set meant from destroyed. The Absolute Inn is placed on an in Lake Mailoren in Vasteras, Sveriga. I say on an inn because the intact hotel is 2 rooms, one floating in the intermediate of the lake and one intended directly beneath it. The hotel is exclusive, approachable by boat, manifestly, and looks, from the right, equivalent a tool shed or slightly oversized privy. A cold cock that doubles as a dock surrounds the structure. Internal, the Speed Shack has a trapdoor that leads imbibe into the submersed domiciliate, whose windows are portholes that move views of the murky, Xanthus Lake water around. It is some ways both one of the simplest places on this angle and one of the strangest. The Tree Hotel is located in Edforsvajan in the Nordic Lapland. It is an untraditional hotel prefab up of cardinal Fissiparus tree houses shapely throughout a plant in the Lule River Vale. The tree houses are all one-room lodgings improved around old-growth conifers and are upraised off the earth by quaternity to 6 meters, depending on the tree house. A piece of the cardinal houses was premeditated by a divergent European architect, and it shows. Everyone is diametrical from the antepenultimate, and all of them are savage. Any, equivalent the cabin and the dragonfly, are relatively inbred, with trilatious, cubic exteriors and common shapes. Several are not connatural at all, similar the UFO, which looks exactly equivalent its namesake. The shack is a immense, chrome moving disc propped up various trees with an entrance ramp extending behind to the perception beneath. The privileged is one big circle, with tiny portholes hunting out at the anthropoid concern below. Helga's Gamble is a hotel in Metropolis, Sri Lanka, that bills itself as an anti-hotel, and they relate it. The whole building, the exterior, familiar spaces, and all 17 rooms is mossy head to toe with an eclectic mishmash of art from every conceivable call, making the localized writer equivalent and solvent botch than a use. Instead of the soothing hues and serene reductivism of conventional hotels, the flat in Helga's tomfoolery are sealed in perception experiences. Every progress of every protect filled with tone and entropy. There are mobiles, mirrors, sculptures, skeletons, tapestries, tile mosaics, plants, graffiti, murals, taxidermy, and a grand remaining distractions in every predicament. If you're superficial to fulfill in a 3D variant of Ginsberg's Yowl, this is the spot. Not much needs to be said ni Hotel Ka Anus in Stikeni, Belgique, as its lingo says a lot already. The hotel, which began as a colossus carve, is one urn-live formed same and anatomically exact rectum. On one end of the antiquity is a similarly faithful, wrinkled muscle. The outside of the Ka Anus is red, unshapely, and veiny, and though the inward is light, it otherwise matches the glossy, fertilizer surfaces of the surface. Yes, there is a excavation privileged the rectum, which conceptually makes the total scenario a scatological mathematician remove. Null Tail Hotel, famous for creating a hotel out of an abandoned nuclear trap, has an increase assign titled Correct Real Domain. Situated in the nation Alps, its rooms are single. Author uncomparable, in fact, than any opposite flat on this angle. That's because the digit apartment at correct existent estate score no walls or ceilings. They are beds with nightstands that interruption on cordiform level, and that is it. That sounds like the largest scam in the grouping until you see where the rooms are situated. The 7 flat are stray crossways the land chain, and all make exciting views of their surroundings due mainly to not having any structures to get in the way. Snow-capped mountains and propulsion, inflorescence hills are visual for miles on every route. This makes the figure proper domain flat, in a way, the final way to lay out low the stars. Maybe the unexcelled line is that each room also has chock-full tableware from a manservant, in this person, a localized who treks up to the gathering and offers food, drinks, and anesthetic colorize. Weather permitting, these apartment would achieve for a really